Hey guys, I'm on the Toribash Replay Showcase, episode 39 with me, Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. So this week, I really want to jump straight into it because we have some great replays this week. So this is Whipped by Rhys Peake, and I'm very happy I said that right the first time because I screwed it up a couple of times, honestly. Let's take a look at it. So it's a high grav replay and a high destruction replay. It's very, very, very cool. I am particularly fond of the destruction that happens to Jeff's body in like the second half of the replay where it just gets slammed into the ground. Looks particularly cool. So we let it play through, take a look at it in slow motion if it works, which doesn't always seem to work. Okay, good, it has. Right, so we'll slow this down. Obviously, the grab gets Jeff's arm off there, but I'm just so fond of that slam, because Jeff's head hardly moves there. It looks really, really, really cool. So, like I said, the grab initially makes Jeff go ragdoll, and then there's a kick to bifurcate him, and the beautiful slam into the ground, which I love, absolutely adore. I think it's really, really cool. We'll take one more look at it in normal speed, and then we'll move on. I just really do like the slam. It's a really, really nice use of the floor that we don't really see that often on this show. Anyway, let's move along. This is Chill, A Day in Hell for Jeff by Chilidon. Does that sound Chilidon? I don't know. Whatever. So, yeah, this is a replay. I struggled with that name more than I should. And, low grav replay. Oh, no. Low grav is light. Yes, low grav. I always get confused with that. And very nice use of low grav to make Jeff be all like floaty and shit. I really do like the way his... that's an interesting maneuver there with Jeff's body that I haven't actually seen a lot of, where it flips around in a really interesting way. I'm unsure if Jeff's been manipulated there to move. Fine if he has. I'm just not too sure if that's the case. Kind of hard to tell. It's still a very cool replay. I'm especially fond of the the kind of backhand bifurcate that's going on in this replay. It does look very cool. And then obviously... I thought there was a throw, but I guess the legs is the throw. It's very cool, and we watch it one more time with the backhand bifurcate, which it does look cool. I can't take that away from it. The backhand bifurcate is a nice style. Anyway, this is not loading. This is Saronics Rising by a Replay Bros production. So we'll probably talk more about that in a second. And it's also by Fuse. So Saronics and Fuse sent this replay in. And we saw Rising by Saronics a couple of weeks ago, might have even been last week. This is the improved version. I guess this is the finalized version. It's got the way more balanced downward kick. I seem to remember the older one not being so precise with the kick and didn't get as much destruction. This is a really nice progression of the replay, and as I said, this is a Replays Bro production. I'll address that in a minute. Let's move along anyway quickly. This is Power Kicks by Sparta, and this is a really nice kick. I mean, there's more to the replay. There's all flips and shit, but it's the kick, hence the name, and it's just... That is such a cool kick, and I'm going to let this one play through because I really want to watch this in... Oh, there's a skeet! There's a good skeet as well, awesome. Oh, I guess it wasn't a skeet, but it was a throw. That kick right there is awesome. It's so powerful. Boom! Let's get this one from behind Jeff, as I've learned this does kind of look cool, and we'll speed it up and slow it down a little bit. So it just looks amazing. Boom! Very... Very, very powerful. Something about really powerful kicks really always, like, rustles my jimmies in a good way. It's really, really good. I don't know if you can use that phrase to mean a positive thing. Oh, well, I'm going to. Like, there's more going on in this replay. Like, there's a secondary kick right there that gets more body parts off. But really, it's that first awesome kick that sells me. Bang! Let's watch it one more. Let's super speed it. Let's speed it up. Let's speed it. And bang! And bang! And bang! Yeah, I can't see this one looking too cool from Jeff Cam, but I'm going to give it a go just to see if we can, Nah, it just looks like he gets booted in the balls, which looks painful, but not as, doesn't really add a lot to it. Anyway, let's move along. This is Rainbows by Pulsing67, and this is like the third attempt that it took him to send this replay, so I really hope it holds up, because it is, it's a very, very cool replay. Once again, it's sort of a really powerful kick that I love. It was a kick, wasn't it? No, it was a punch. It shows how observant I am. And then the backwards kind of leg clamp, which I'm pretty fond of in my own replay, so it's really nice to see other people adopting that. Well, I guess I didn't invent it or anything, but it's really nice to see other people doing it. So you kind of have, it's a punch to the dick that bifurcates Jeff, which is actually very realistic, as that's what happens if you punch a man hard enough in the dick. He does cut in half, he bifurcates. And then the clenching of the... I guess that wasn't a clench. I thought it was a leg clench, but it's not really. He kind of knees him into bits instead, which is interesting. Let's slow this one down again so we can see the punch to the balls. That's coming up right now. Boom in the balls! And he just gets flipped, and it's horrible. I never want that to happen to me in real life. Please, God, let that never happen to me in real life. Alright, moving along. This is Pity Comes Too Late by Ezofli, and there's the kick, right? That was the kick I thought the other replay was in my head. I'd worked out what I was going to say about it, but apparently I got that muddled up in my head. So this is just a really, really powerful back kick. And there's actually a floor thing going on there, I think, as well, which is interesting, because I know I didn't notice that before when I was talking about it earlier. All right, let's slow this one down, because it's a very quick replay, so maybe we can see what else is going on. So it's a hook kind of backwards kick thing, I guess is how I describe that. And then I guess it's the kick that takes the head off, not the floor. I really wouldn't know what to call that. I guess I would kind of go for the word hook kick, because he hooks himself with his left leg and then smacks him with his right. Hard to say. There's probably some Toribash terminology I'm not understanding right there. It'd be great if you guys let me know in the comments. If not, it shall be henceforth known as a hook kick. If it has a name, I'll start using that. Very, very, very cool replay. Let's watch it one more time just for good measure, and boom and bang. Awesome. Very, very, very cool. Moving along, this is kick to the face by Toad and clearing of the throat by Jack. Sorry about that, excuse me. So this is a cool replay, and he mentioned in the replay he was going for realism, so it's a cool replay nonetheless, and I ran this past a couple of people, and I'm pretty sure it's not stolen despite the suspiciousness of it, shall we say. And I'll address that at the end of the show. But it's a cool replay nonetheless, and I decided to play around with it a little bit, because I felt like that second kick could be tweaked to have a decap, and it would just look even. Open the chat log. Could be opened even. Wow, opening that chat log completely threw me off. I felt like adding a decap would make the replay look a little better. So I gave it my best go. This is fuck, pause the replay. God damn it, I'm all off. The chat log has completely thrown me off my game. This is obviously customization of that last replay by me, and I think I managed to get it right, to be honest. I think I really did get the decap. It's not as cool a landing, I gotta be honest. I'm really not very good at that. I think I did eventually get into a pause at the end, but it's not exactly the best end. But I felt like there was a lot of room for customization on that replay, and now it's not even. There we go. Whoa, wait, what? It's not playing. Do I have to? What the? Okay, so I'm going to go back and forward. Something's going on with Toribash there. Not too sure what that issue was. But I do feel like the decap adds a lot to it. It really does add a nice little bit of brutality to the replay. Although I do appreciate that the original replay was definitely going for realism as opposed to actual style. For some reason, Toribash is pausing replays and I can't. Wait, okay, I got it. There we go. Okay, I got it. Understood. I understand that that's not exactly realistic, but I think it adds definitely the brutality. So there's two versions of the same replay that kind of both have merit, I guess. Moving along, I'm going to stop rambling now, and moving along, this is QgzOPV. That's right, QgzOPV's back with Father of War to end the show. And I don't want to, big this up too much, but actually, you know what? I'm just going to let this one speak for itself. I'm not even going to try to say anything about it, because it's fucking awesome. I mean, come on. Really good to see QgzOPV back in the show. He's definitely one of the legacy replay makers on the show, and it's just great to see him back in action. And with such a stylish replay as well. Just nice little pirouette, spin, and kick. Nothing I could say can add to the coolness of this replay. So I'm just going to play it in slow motion, let it speak for itself on its own merits, and I'm just going to sit you in awe with the rest of you. That's such a nice spin kick right there. I just absolutely love it. And then obviously, shreds the rest of the body, and just brilliant, just a great replay. We'll watch it one or two more times, just because it's awesome. This actually might be an okay contender for Toricam here. Let's take another look. I'm not too sure. So you got it actually looks pretty cool from that angle. Actually, you can see a lot going on. Whew, alright, so that's going to wrap up the show for today. I'll leave this replay playing in the background because of how awesome it is. There's two things, and maybe three, that I really, really want to address. First and foremost, it's about this show. Every time I put a replay in the show, and I did it earlier as well, and I mentioned that it looks suspicious because of lack of skin, I usually get a comment saying, oh, don't judge people by their skin, or just because people don't have skins doesn't mean they can't produce good replays. Exactly, I absolutely agree with you. Just because somebody doesn't have a texture, skin, blah, 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 doesn't mean they don't produce good replays. If somebody's really good at single player, they might have never touched multiplayer. Now, I absolutely agree with you people who are saying that. That's why I still put those replays in the show. But when a replay that is stolen is submitted, it is always somebody without a skin. Somebody submits a replay with a skin, we've not had one that's been stolen because no one wants to tarnish their account, because obviously they've put a lot of time and effort into that account. They don't want to ruin that account's reputation. So when people submit stolen replays, they don't have skins. They either create an alternate account, as I imagine some people do, or they just don't care. So I have to be suspicious of replays that have no skin and are really, really good, because, put it this way, every stolen replay is, not every skinless replay is stolen, but every stolen replay is skinless. So I really hope that kind of explains why I'm suspicious of replays without skins, but also why I do still put them in. I mean, I do obviously understand that there are people out there who just play single player and are really, really damn good at it. Anyway, secondly, on a much, much lighter note, But people, you people, yes, people watching the show. When I did the Toribash live stream and Q&A, one thing that kept coming up was, would we ever bring Caption This back? Which is a show, it's actually the very first show that was on Man on Fire Films. The very first video we ever put up was Caption This episode 1. It's probably a show a lot of you aren't familiar with, but we recently relaunched it with season 2 of Caption This. It's way higher quality, way better, way funnier. Go watch it. It's 7 minutes, I think, maybe 8 minutes of your time. It's kind of hard to, it's not hard to explain, but I think it's better to speak for itself. If you like laughing, go watch it. I'll post a link somewhere in the description. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out, and it'll be great. Anyway, I'm Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. Been a little bit scatterbrained towards the end there, but I hope everything I've said has made sense. Hope you've enjoyed, guys. Let me know in the comments, and comment, like, subscribe, favorite. Also, check us out on Twitter at Man on Fire Films and at Jack Man on Fire for myself. Also, you can Facebook and subscribe to me on Facebook. There's loads of things you can do to stay in touch with us, guys, and it'd be awesome if you do them all. There's links to everything and more in the description. I'll see you next time, everybody. Goodbye.